completely lose interest in dating. Like, it's just not fun. It's actually irritating and annoying. I took myself out of the dating game a little while ago.
On top of that, if I'm paying rent in this house, I should have more freedoms because I give you money. More freedom.
Go for younger women. It's disgusting. It's creepy. It's how could he?
No uglies, no uneducated, and I'm not playing.
Turning 34 next month. I'm just done dating. For a while there, I was on a kick for the younger guys because that was all that was hollering at.
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
On the internet are absolutely furious at this woman for what she did to this street performer.
This is one of the worst things somebody's probably ever done to me while street performing.
So this woman comes out of nowhere and just slams her hand down on his keyboard and then walks away. And we think that's the end of it until she comes back.
Degenerate.
After she almost destroyed this man's piano, she then reaches into his tip bucket and steals money from him and then walks away like nothing ever happened. Now people on TikTok are calling for people to find out who she is because they are absolutely furious and want her to pay him back that money that she stole. And
what if he was a reaction kind of guy, right? What if she did that, then took his money, and he reacted? Equal rights, equal lefts. That would have happened. And she would have been crying all over TikTok. Oh, yeah, this guy put his hands on me after I knocked down his piano and stole his money. No, you're wrong. And you know what's funny? The cops probably wouldn't charge the guy. And I second that. They shouldn't.
Please don't judge me, but why was I today years old when I found out in some countries you are not allowed to walk around without a man if you're a woman? Like even to go to like stores, things like that, you have to have a male presence for you. It's called male guardianship. I've actually seen it tonight where a lady came in and we were trying to give her medical treatment and she couldn't respond. Only the husband could respond. She could not read what was on the paper. Only the husband could read. She could not consent to her own treatment. Only the husband could. And we were trying to explain to him, no, in America, the patient has to sign by this. He was not having it. And in his country, he said, women, if they're not home, when their husbands come home, they can call the police and report them missing, and the police has to force the wife to come back home. So he was explaining to us, they got a translator, and he was explaining to us like everything. And I'm just like, holy, like, wow. So they're going back to their country, but it was just like, huh? And so he was just saying, yeah, this is weird. Like, women should not be out without a man accompanying them. And it's just like, what? Like, imagine wanting to go to the store and you have to go with your husband. Imagine saying, babe, I want a job. Your husband says no. You can't have one. You legally have to have your husband's permission to work, to seek medical treatment. Everything has to go through your husband. Like, that's so crazy.
They have no idea. I'm telling you, in this country, they don't know. It's not like that where I am now, but you go to the Middle East, things are a lot different. Women actually have no rights and they feel entitled. But until they realize that, maybe should be more humble, but do you think it worked? Maybe not, right? They don't understand what men, and the reason why they feel that way is because men have brought these laws into effect. Men have passed laws. When you complained that we don't have jobs or we're not making enough, men pass laws to make equal opportunity, right? And set it up so you can make more money, almost as much as a man. Also, they set it up to where you can get college degrees because you're giving school sometimes free, but you got to pay for it. But still, you get certain benefits that men don't get. She realizes it now, but will more of them realize and understand and care? No, not at all.
TikToker got pregnant by her boyfriend, this guy. And then sadly, about 30 days after the baby was born, the boyfriend allegedly abandons them to move in with his ex-girlfriend. So Morgan, her name's Morgan, Morgan starts making TikToks about her experience as a single mother. And her account starts to blow up because, you know, she's likable and funny, but she made sure to keep his identity anonymous, only referring to him as the random man in Atlanta.
This baby, she's from a random man in Atlanta.
So then one day, her ex, the random man in Atlanta, the real guy, he saw her videos. So then he gets on TikTok to deny he's a deadbeat.
Morgan lies so good. Morgan can sell goddamn ice to an Eskimo.
And it was there in these videos that he admits to being the father of 6 kids. That's 6 kids with 6 different women. Jesus. So his response videos, they start blowing up because now we're in some drama. And the comments are just not being kind to him. What a loser! Such a deadbeat! Bro, are you allergic to condoms? So then, out of nowhere, guess who decides to suddenly weigh in?
I'm baby mama number 1, by the way.
Yeah, his other baby mamas get on TikTok and they start weighing in one by one.
It's a crazy world we live in.
I'm baby mama number 2. He doesn't call. He hasn't called. He doesn't help with anything.
Yeah, and then of course baby mama 3 had to make a TikTok.
Really, he brought this upon himself for everybody to be popping out the woodworks or whatever.
And then we find out that these 2 baby mamas, their babies were born 8 days apart. So, do that math. Then we have baby mama 4, and she doesn't make a video, but she does come forward on Twitter posting this. And of course, we can't forget baby mama number 5.
I came on here to reveal who baby mama number 5 was, and that's me.
And then baby mama number 6, she didn't have to come forward because we already know that's Morgan. But then baby mama number 5 starts beefing with baby mama number 6 over who Random Man in Atlanta's main chick was and who the side chick was.
He cheated on you with me. No, baby.
And fans see this and they're going nuts. They love the drama. They're like making diagrams and
as y'all can see, our baby mama chart, aka motherboard, has already been completed.
But the best part is when baby mama number 6 gets a phone call.
I just got a phone call from baby mama I don't even know. First time hearing about her ever today.
So Morgan finds out she's not actually baby mama number 6. She's baby mama number 7. Because another woman had come forward. So Morgan got demoted from 6 to 7. But I'm happy to report none of the baby mamas are beefing at the moment. They all seem to be chill with one another now. So, and, you know, that's probably best for the kids. And Random Man, well,
the fact that this guy is able to make this video, it's sad. And his name is Random Man in Atlanta, but where is this happening at? Where is the degeneracy taking place? In the epitome, one of the homes of black people, the black community in Atlanta. Clearly shows how women are falsely and savagely influenced by the baby mama culture. It won't be stopped. As you see here, when he got popular, they had to be noticed. Seriously, if I'm baby mama number, whatever number it is, why is there numbers? But if I was number 1, 2, 3, I wouldn't say anything. I'd keep my mouth closed. I wouldn't want to be shown. Why? Because I'd feel embarrassed. I would. But clearly, no shame. We got to bring shame back.
I'm here for all the girlies who are in their 30s. I'm 33, turning 34 next month. And I'm just done dating. Like, excuse my language, but I'm done. Like,
we do not care.
For a while there, I was on a kick for the younger guys because that was all that was hollering at me. Because I must say, I think I look pretty good for being
You
33.
sure about that?
So I was like, okay, I'm done with the young ones. Like, they're too immature. Like, I'm looking for something more serious in life. They're not doing it for me. Cool, whatever. I reunite with an ex that I was with when I was 22, and this was like always the one who got away from me.
I wonder why.
Mind you, he is 3 years older than me, gonna be 37 in January. this man is emotionally unavailable. So they're too immature in their 20s, and then they're possibly still emotionally unavailable in their 30s. I understand why my mom is 60 years old and still single and just said forget it, because that's what it's about to be.
So you're telling me now you're done dating, you ran out of options, you're giving up, but why did you date younger guys, then went back to a guy you thought about dating? He's around your age and he's not available. Now, think about why those guys don't make themselves available. Look at what you just said. All of the younger guys, they want me. So for a while, I was dating the younger guys. What were you doing with those younger guys? Bodies.
Lots of bodies, apparently.
Bodies. But that girl, and I must say, she's decent looking. I'm sure she could have racked up so many bodies. And you know what's crazy? Women have these things like, oh, over the next 2 years, they think like that. I'm going to date a bunch of younger guys. And someone like her, someone that has her looks, could have got all the younger guys she wanted. Because I doubt she had relationships with these guys. She was sampling. 30 years old, I'm sure she was 32. Still in that whole phase. Sampling younger guys. Adding mileage. That's why you're out of options. Because you'll get with a guy and you won't realize you're emotionally unavailable. Why? Penis in the brain. I talked about it before. Too many women got penis in the brain.
Getting to the point where I completely lose interest in dating. Like, it's just not fun. It's actually irritating and annoying. Like, I took myself out of the dating game a little while ago just to focus my energy elsewhere. But from what I'm seeing, I just feel like nobody's genuine. Everyone comes with a list of the rules and demands instead of just getting to know you. They're like, oh, you must have this, you must do that, you must come with this. Like, just mad aggressive. So many people are unhealed and they don't realize it, so they're not trying to heal. And I don't know if it's New York. I don't know if people feel like this everywhere, but dating is just not enjoyable. I don't know. It should be, but it's not. Like, I have no interest in somebody just stressing me out for no reason. Like, I have zero interest in that. But like I said, I'm trying not to get to the point where I don't even want to re-enter the game. But now something really got to give. Something got to give for real, or else we're going to be old and alone, and I don't want that for myself.
When you have children, do it young. Do it in your 20s. Do it when you're 18.
I had a baby at 18, 23, 29, and now 34. So it's definitely something I had to do a stitch on. Having a baby in my 20s, or even when I was 18, meant that I was young, I had a lot of energy, I recovered quickly, I had less complications, still managed to get my career, became a doctor, then surgical trainee, and have my own business. So it hasn't stopped me. Have I enjoyed life? Of course I have. I've traveled, just traveled with my kids. I don't think I've missed out on anything. Having a baby now at age 34, I definitely feel heavier. I find it's a bit more difficult. There's a lot more planning involved. It means that I have to plan around work, responsibilities, which is actually more difficult. The older you get, the more you are likely to have complications. And actually my age, I'm considered advanced maternal age scientifically. My oldest son is now 16. He's my best friend. He's been through it all with me. Would I change being a young mum? No way. Would I change being a mum now? No way. It's just the right time for me. The number of pregnancies that I've had and the timing that I've had. But if I had a choice, maybe I would have had them younger, all of them. But then again, they won't be the same kids. They'll probably be different children. So actually...
Yeah, I don't know why she made that video. I mean, she had her babies at a young age. In an older age, of course, you feel it. You're, 35, 36? Anybody having a kid at that age, you're going to feel it. But You're living life. I mean, what else do you want? I don't really understand your point of making this video. I guess to explain your experience, but to me, it was really no point.
So I just want to let everybody know that in 2025, I will be accepting boyfriend applications. Yeah, exciting. No uglies. No uglies, no uneducated, and I'm not playing. Anyways, DM me. Thank you. I'm so excited.
And in a game of one-on-one, Brianna Stewart or Trey Young?
Brianna Stewart, she's just the best. Trey, because he's got all facets of the game. Been playing longer than Brianna.
You don't think she could just stuff him? Game over?
Yeah, that could be possible.
Brianna, easy. She's better, more well-rounded. She'll block the shit out of him.
I think Trey Young.
Brianna Stewart.
She's a goat.
Stewart. She plays such a dynamic game.
Trey Young. Trey Young can hit from anywhere.
Stewie. She can do it all.
Stewart, because I think Young would underestimate her.
Definitely Brianna Stewart.
Brianna Stewart's GOAT status, so I think I have to go with her. Tough matchup, but I think she can do it. I'll give it to Brianna. She's got the height. It'll be close.
I can't believe a bunch of men at that. Well, they were at WNBA games, sat there and said Brianna Stewart would win over Trey Young, a guy that is extremely skilled because he is rather small in the NBA. I know as a guy that was smaller playing basketball my entire life, smaller guys are better. Why would you think you let me say this. You see bloopers all the time of women playing in the WNBA, missing layups, missing jump shots 2 feet away from the rim. So that's happening. You're comparing that to an NBA player. A college basketball player would have more of a shot at playing against Trey Young. These people lost it.
I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Parents who charge their children rent, you're sick. You're sick. I don't care what the context is. No. How were you making do before? Unless you need it in your heart of hearts and soul of souls, I get it. I get it. That's the context, I get it. But those of you who don't need it, and just being greedy and you're going on holiday, you're doing this, it's refund from when you were a child. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be here. On top of that, if I'm paying rent in this house, I should have more freedoms because I give you money. More freedoms. It's like I'm living by myself at this point. So why would I allow you to control me even more? I should just go somewhere else and pay rent. Doy. One thing about my mother, she would never charge us for rent. You can give her money if you want. If she needs money, she'll ask, but she never expect monthly payments in by way of rent. Never. Because the way she sees it, this world is already difficult enough. So why would I make it even more difficult for my child?
So entitled, so spoiled.
When you can be saving money and start off your life good, and then you can have a good life and then help me later in retirement. I'm joking.
She's dead wrong. Like, she looks like she's from Africa, but she wasn't raised in Africa, right? She's been in the U.S. her whole life. Now, parents do that so their kids are not entitled. I talked about it before with me and my parents. When I hit 16, they stopped giving me money. When I got older, if I was still in the home at 18, yes, they did bring it up, the conversation of paying rent. And you know what? That helps kids. It helps kids not be spoiled, entitled. For you to sit there and talk about parents that way, saying like they don't need anything, but to continuously teach you how to be a man or a woman. And you're telling parents to take away from making their children not children anymore, making them a man or a woman. Get out of here.
Okay, so this story literally just broke 5 hours ago. And the BLM brigade are at it again by the siphoning and looting of funds. I've read the article and it basically just says that when BLM were at the height of the movement in 2020, after the death of George Floyd in America, the UK also had their own BLM demonstration, whereby they toppled British statues in a lake. Then what happened after that? The BLM fundraising begun. And this is where she comes into it, and her name is Zara Salim. She was one of 5 people who looted some tens of thousands of pounds in the process. Whilst the money was meant to be implemented for strategic purposes for BLM, her alongside her cronies found an opportunity to loot funds. I think at this point it's very evident that the BLM movement aren't for the people that are marginalised, but instead are there to enrich themselves and their cronies.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a shock to me, right? Most movements it'll most likely be done. With BLM being a newer movement, I think it was exposed more than, say, if it was another movement that has been around for hundreds of years, right? Because they don't have the right people running things. What I mean by that is someone that is experienced in looting money won't leave a paper trail, right? And see, look, I see things like this. I don't look on anybody as if they're innocent. I don't look at anybody as if they're innocent, as if they never do wrong. The only person I look at like that is the man upstairs. Why? Because everyone with flesh, bones, skin, that talks, that poops, they're just a human. And you can't look at them like they're a god, because that's what happens. Then you're replacing God with BLM. Don't do that.
I'm Ranye, and I'm 27.
And I'm Ray, and I'm 61.
How did you meet?
Met online.
Met online.
No. Ronnie's profile said that she liked older guys. And I'm like, well, shoot your shot, dude. She's real pretty.
Yeah, I do.
I messaged her. We talked a little bit back and forth, and then she agreed to go to dinner.
We found out that we really connected with family. I'm big with family. He already has a family with kids.
Absolutely.
He was interested in my art, me being an artist, and then also modeling.
Yeah.
I'm married for going on 2 years now.
We knew something was going on. And we were like, have you seen it? He was like, no. But then we found out about Ray, and we was like, oh, okay. And then I met him, and I was like, okay.
I don't see nothing wrong with this, right? The only thing that's wrong about it, and I don't like, it's not this. It's not that this white man is with this black woman. It's the double standards, right? Because you'll hear them say, also, if that was a black man getting a younger white woman, you'd hear it until the sun falls down. Right? Or this way.
Is there anything wrong with an older woman dating a younger man?
I don't think so. I mean,
Get yours.
I rocked the fruit cradles in my day.
Get it. Get yours.
In my defense, I didn't know.
Get
I did
it.
not know. I swear to God. It's not till I'm in it. I'm like, oh, snap.
So he was in it?
It is what it is.
But you pulled out his ID while you fucking.
No, his mother burst his, like, he was fronting like,
That's
yeah, this
a
is my
lie.
crib. She must have came home from her vacation early. I don't know. And she's like, ma'am, how old are you? I was
Not
like,
the
not the
ma'am.
She ma'am.
Ma'am, how old are you?
I
She
said,
got
how
it.
old is him?
How old was
I
he?
don't even want to say.
Damn.
How old was he?
Nah, that's cool.
You going
He
to
was
jail now?
really.
Yeah, right. So she dated a younger guy. And that's my thing. Usually, even that older white man, right? The black and white thing, forget about that. I'm thinking about the older woman dating a younger man. It's congratulated. Even that white man dating a younger woman, oh, he's a pedo. Oh, he's taking advantage. Her frontal cortex is not developed. You'll hear it over and over.
So have we noticed that when men go for younger women, it's disgusting, it's creepy, it's how could he? He's taking advantage of her. That's the feedback that women give. But if a woman goes for a younger man, cougar, goals, wow, good for her, she deserves it. Yeah, like that's great.
Talk about a double standard.
What? This isn't equal rights. This is not equal rights. This is what I'm trying to say. This is not equal rights. And it bothers me so much because men can go for younger women if they want. Leave them alone. Also, they go for younger women. I'll give you a few reasons. Because younger women are less tainted. They have more of a fresher point of view on the world. So it's not just because they're younger. It's because they're also more just happy. They're less, they have less baggage. They have less hate towards men. They have less experience. They have less body count. They're more optimistic. Like there's a lot of reasons. It's not just because they're younger.
Older men don't want older women. I have a hard time believing that older men genuinely see younger women and think, this is my romantic equal. Yeah. Like, I don't think you think that about a 22-year-old, sir. Winston, Charles. I agree. Think back if you can. Don't say anything out loud. Just think about what you were doing at 21. Don't say nothing. See, look at your face. Look at your face. You see what I'm talking about? You don't know yourself enough. You're naive. You're immature. You have no business dating somebody who can buy houses and such.
Yeah, see that there. And it will never stop. The double standards come and they run with it. Meanwhile, there are actually more pedophiles that are of the female species, that are of the female genre. There's more pedophiles. And they call men creeps all day long. But who's the real creeps here? But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe. Also, click that notification bell to make sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Thanks for watching. See you next video.